Hey guys, it's Phil, how's it going? Today we're looking at a awesome retro gaming budget machine from China, only $23. It's called the Orange Pi PC and I bought it in December of last year, and over the holidays I've been mucking around with it, checking out some software and some games, and this is really what this video is all about. I bought it from AliExpress and I think they're the main distributor for this product. I got a bundle that consists of the Orange Pi PC with a transparent case as well as a power supply, and apparently you should be really getting that power supply because it's quite picky to do with the voltage. Now there are lots of uses for such a device. You can use it as a desktop replacement, as a media center, or for various DIY projects. But in this video, of course, and on this channel, we are looking at retro games, so I will show you what kind of games you can play and what software is available. Now, cheap hardware is nothing without decent software, and the Orange Pi has you covered here. At the moment, there are 2 projects that I've checked out. There might be more, but these are the only 2 that I've spent some time with. So we're gonna have a look at Laka, and the other one is Retro Orange Pi. I will put all the download links and resources down below in the description, so don't feel the need to write anything down. I will briefly talk about the installation process and how to get the games going, because that's really what you're here for. It's all pretty straightforward and the documentation is very good. You can check out the full specs on the product page, but we're basically dealing with an Allwinner H3 quad-core processor, Mali graphics, a gig of RAM, there's a micro SD card reader and 3 USB ports. There's also an Ethernet port for networking. HDMI port is on the unit and also a port for analog audio and video. Let's talk about Laka first. Here we can see what the interface looks like. The highlight for me is really the simplicity and how easy it is to use. Out of the box, it just works and you're playing games in no time. To get things going, you need to download the image for your Orange Pi and use Win32 Disk Imager to create your SD card. That's it. Put the SD card in your Orange Pi and after a short while, you're up and running. I copy the games through the home network. If the device doesn't show up automatically, it goes under the network name Laka. Out of the box, the aspect ratio is correct and you get nice sharp pixels. This is the way that I personally like it, but you can change all of this, of course. Laka is very small and a fast download, just around 200 megabytes, so that means more space for games. I noticed that the screen resolution seems to be limited to only 720p, but that isn't really an issue for these old games. The user interface hides advanced features, so if you want to add them, you just have to turn them on and you get similar options as with other retro gaming projects. All in all, this is a really awesome project and great for people who want to get up and running ASAP and like a simple and clean experience. Now, the second project I can recommend to check out is Retro Orange Pi. This one offers a much more polished and also fancy experience. To get things going, the process is the same. Just download the image and use Win32 Disk Image to create your SD card and then just boot up your Orange Pi. I had a big grin on my face when I saw the startup animation that you get when you set up the SD card for the first time. Also, every time you boot up the SD card, you get the Sony PlayStation sound effect, so that just puts you in the right mood and sets the tone. The user interface is beautiful. It even shuffles retro music in the background, and for the first 2 hours, I just let it run and I listened to the music while working on the script for this video. You can also copy your ROM files through the network, just like with Laka. But Retro Orange Pi comes with a full desktop environment that lets you copy your games from a USB stick. So this is awesome, and because not everyone has a network at home available. Now all of this does take up more space. The download is around 3 gigabytes and unpacked you're looking at around 5 gigabytes. So that does mean less space for your games, which can be important. The Retro Orange Pi does support 1080p, which is awesome. You just have to go into the options and turn it on. By default, the aspect ratio was not set to 4:3 and also the bilinear filter was enabled, but that's a personal choice. I personally like the 4:3 aspect ratio and sharp pixels. It's easy to fix, you just go into the video options and change it. When it comes to games, there's so much to check out. Thousands of games will run on this device. I would say that most 2D games will work perfectly. Personally, I'm mostly interested in the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive games as well as the PlayStation stuff, but there's so much more available. All the arcade games, consoles, and also ports of classic games such as Duke Nukem and Doom. Now with 3D games you might have to check your expectations a little bit. Even with PlayStation games, for example in Ridge Racer, you quickly notice minor slowdowns. The games are still playable, but they don't run at the 100% speed. In terms of controllers, most USB devices should work. Personally, I tested the Buffalo Super Nintendo and also the PlayStation 4 controller connected with a USB cable. Laka was a little bit more user-friendly. It auto-detected all the controllers, whereas in Retro Orange Pi I had to manually map the keys, but you only have to do this once. What a bargain guys, 25 bucks and so much retro fun. This is a device I can absolutely recommend. And the two software projects I mentioned are fantastic, and you'll have a good time and you will be up and running playing games in no time. As far as I'm aware, AliExpress is the main shop for this product. Now, there are lots of Orange Pi boards and also bundles available, so I put in the link for the device that I bought back in December, so you can purchase exactly the same kit. And that's it for this video guys. On the screen a couple of other videos of mine that might be of interest to you. As always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, like or dislike the video, share the video, leave a comment down below. I do read them all and I'm always interested in hearing your thoughts. So thanks for watching and I'll see you soon with another video.